she has a lot of like braggadocio and bravado, but she hasn't fully mastered what it takes to become like a true sociopath, I guess, which is a good thing. That's a good thing. I just want to put that out there. That is a very good thing. Pop Culture Diagnosis is a segment where we take a person or character from a TV show or movie and assess their mental state. Or, as we say in the medical field, figure out what the hell is going on with them. Okay. All right. Let's get into our pop culture diagnosis for this week. Meg, please give our listeners a quick synopsis of the new Issa Rae series, Rapsh, and who we are going to diagnose today.
Yes, this is for all you insecure fans out there. Issa Rae is back, and she did not disappoint with her new series, Rapsh, on HBO Max. Look, this show takes place in Miami. We follow the lives of two aspiring female rappers trying to make their rap dreams come true. I really love this show. I watch it. It is, by the way, it's funny that, it's called Rap Shit, but in, promoting this, cable can't say that, like ABC, CBS, they can't say rap shit. This is what they're saying, rap blank.
Get out. They not even say it like rap.
I kid you not. No, rap blank. I was correct. I heard it on like Entertainment Tonight or something, and I was racking up.
Rap blank.
Rap blank. You can watch Rap Blank on HBO Max.
Well, didn't Donald Trump say shithole countries? Like, can't we say like shit now?
I don't think you can. I mean, I think on certain networks.
I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. But yes, but this show's really great. It's super funny. It's super like just cool watching these two girls. Like, this is a real. It gives City Girl vibes, and come to find out they are consultants on the show. If you look in the credits, you'll see their names. But the character that we're going to diagnose is the pimp turned wannabe music manager, Chastity, aka Duke, aka Duke of Titties, aka.
Oh my
she's got
God,
a lot of
right?
AKAs, but she's definitely doing whatever it takes to make it to survive. So what do you think about her? What can we diagnose her with?
Okay, Chastity. All right. So I'm going to talk first about like a personal level as far as like what kind of stuck out for me as far as Chastity. So I haven't watched the entire show. I don't know if, this is somebody who is identifying as gay or lesbian. But what did seem interesting to me is that, like you said, she is a pimp, was a pimp, trying to get out the pimp game. We see her interact with her uncle, who is still a pimp. And some of the things that he says are, it's pimp language. It's very offensive. At one point he was like, he told Chastity, he was like, you need to take out your dick and slap these hoes in the face and have them understand that you mean business. And I was like, okay, first of all, I don't even know if she has a dick, but I understand the sentiment. So in any case, that being said, one of the things that I thought was really interesting was that Chastity is a woman, but she definitely has internalized a lot of like cis het male just misogyny, you know what I mean? Like she's definitely like, I don't know any pimps personally. I guess in my mind, I was like, oh, she's a pimp. I just imagined her as kind of being more like Queen being like Black Dynamite, or like obviously a woman more, I guess maybe more so on the femme side, but even if she wasn't like more so outwardly femme, she was definitely more respectful. But Chastity is just like, I'm here, I don't give a fuck. Like, y'all bitches gotta sell this pussy, and that's basically it.
Right.
The thing about Chastity that's interesting is that she definitely gives off a vibe of not giving a fuck. But she also, over the course of the show, she plays herself repeatedly. It's kind of like she's playing, like she really wants to be like a sociopath or a psychopath. Well, let's say a sociopath. She really wants to be a sociopath, but she don't really know how to do it yet. So it's just kind of interesting. Like there was one scene where she's speaking to one of the characters, and the main character was like, yo, like, I'm busting my ass, I'm out on these streets, I'm doing all this shit, And Chastity was like, you mean I'm busting my ass? Like, I'm doing all this shit. Like, you don't do anything in these streets without me knowing. And then finally, the main character was like, okay, you know what? Like, I do need you. And Chastity was like, say it again. And she was like, I need you. It was that kind of dynamic. But then you also see Chastity, like, she tried to hustle her way into getting some money and she got completely played. Like, they just got up and left the room.
Right.
So she has a lot of like braggadocio and bravado, but she hasn't fully mastered what it takes to become like a true sociopath, I guess, which is a good thing. That's a good thing. I just want to put that out there. That is a very good thing. Okay. So she, I mean, I feel for her. It's just that there's so many levels to her, and I kind of wish like I could just, I mean, as though this is a real person, but I wish that I could just like go down to Miami and kind of strip off of like all the pain and hurt and the misogyny that she has embodied, so that she could just like, it's like, girl, you could still manage these girls. You totally could, but you don't have to do it like the way these raggedy ass men do in these streets.
Right.
Like,
you know what? And I was gonna make a comment about that, because you see, like in the series, she's a pimp, but she, to me, runs her girls the way a man pimp would run his girls.
Right.
But I think it's like, you see that she still has to deal with sexism when she talks to these men and she's like bringing them girls to their parties. And you see in the first episode or two that they don't pay her. And she's just kind of like, you know, as a woman, I was sitting there like, I've been there before, where I did, you know, not the la hoeing part, but the part where like, I felt like I did some work. And there were some men that were just like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, we'll get to you next time. You know, like that same feeling of defeat on her face. And I was just like, I've been there. But then she has this very like, you know, confidence about her when it comes to how she talks to her girls. So it's like, why doesn't that transfer over in how you talk to these men? And it's a very big like woman issue. As women, we have to learn how to deal with you know, having that confidence to talk to men and deal with them the way we would talk to women and deal with them in like a work type of setting. And her work setting happens to be the business of selling the vag.
Yeah,
with these
exactly.
girls. So.
Exactly. Yeah. No, that's exactly, yeah. You nailed it right on the head. Like that was my biggest issue with her. Like, I was just like, girl, like, if you really like, why don't you flip it on these dudes? Like, I don't understand, like, why are you taking the brunt of your frustration out on these women? Like, y'all all women. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You can use that to your advantage.
Right. Exactly. So in any case, I was just kind of like, I mean, I'll put it to like this. I really like the character Chastity. She kind of, you know, she let me down, but I mean, that's what makes for an interesting character. You know, she, I mean, I almost was gonna say, like, come on, Chastity, like, I know you can do it. You can be a sociopath, but like, that's not what we want. That is not what we want. I'm like, we want for Chastity, we want for you to flip the script on these dudes, you know, splitting the money with the girls and like, you know, just being really fair and, you know, maybe like in more socialist principles or something. But I don't think that.
I mean, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna diagnose her with low self-esteem, because if she had higher self-esteem, I feel like she would have made sure she got her money from those men when they owed her for bringing them to girls.
Yeah. Well, I would say this. I mean, I would say the same thing. It's kind of, I mean, it's kind of like she faking it till she making it, you know, but I want her to have better. So Chastity, I just want you to do better. Yes. That's all. Just do better, girl. Anyway, that's it for Pop Culture Diagnosis. Of course, we're going to have another fun character to analyze next week. So if you guys have suggestions for any fictional characters out there that you'd love for me to diagnose, hit me up on Twitter at Dr._Imani. Hit up Meg on Instagram at MegScoop, and email the show at hello@ImaniStateofMind.com.